Okay, we are live. Welcome back to another stream. It is the Nets taking on the Sacramento Kings in game 79. We've got 3 games left after this one. The other 3 games remaining is against the Raptors on Wednesday. I'm going by US days here. Wednesday, then we play the Knicks on Friday, and then we play the Sixers on Sunday, I think. But yeah, so 3 games to go. We have a completely new starting five because a couple of starters have gotten injured or picked up a little bit of an injury knock, but that means we get a couple starts for the Rooks. And it is Noah Clowney getting the start with Jalen Wilson, and the other 3, the backcourt remains the same. So Claxton is out today. If I go across to the injury report and remove the lineups, it's going to show the injury report. There it is. So Cam Johnson is out. Dorian Finney-Smith is out. Claxton is out. Who are we missing still? DSJ, I believe, is still out. I'm not 100% sure because he was doubtful for the game. I don't think it's a confirmed absence yet. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think if you're being smart, you'll just like rest these players that you don't see being a part of the future. Like Finney-Smith, I don't think it's necessary to play him again. But yeah. The interesting thing is that Noah Clowney's had a cracking week. I tell you what, he has been awesome. Yesterday, he scored 17 points, he had 6 boards, he had 4 blocks. And had a 97% true shooting percentage. Cam Thomas had 32 points and 5 dimes. Even though he went 40% from the field, he had 11 free throws and made 10 of them. So it's good to see Cam getting the balance right. Once, he realizes he can't really, he doesn't have it dialed up from the field. It's good to see that he's finding other ways to score, which is the sign of a really good player. So hopefully we see a bit more of that next season, whether he's on the Nets or somewhere else, because obviously he's going to be a gun of a player in that case. Okay, hang on a second. I've got to get League Pass up. So today we play the Kings. We have won 5 of our last 7 games, which I didn't really realize that was our record. Pretty happy with that, though, I will say. What's going on here? Hold on. It's going to be interesting to see what Clowney does when he gets the start, because he's not a small ball 5, and not only is he playing small ball 5 today, but he's also playing on Domantas Sabonis, who obviously is a monster, and he'll rake in a ton of offensive rebounds and that sort of thing. So I'm not sure if I really like that. I would have liked to see Day'Ron Sharpe get a crack at it, but the issue is if you were starting Day'Ron Sharpe, you could not play Jalen Wilson. And look, I think we have that luxury. I think we maybe don't want to rock the boat too much with Day'Ron coming off the bench, given he is a bit of a foul machine. So I don't think he would cope all that well on Sabonis either. So I don't mind this, that we've started Clowney and just given Wilson a crack at it. The last time out for the Kings, they played the Celtics. They lost by 1. So they're a good team. I don't know who they're missing. I think it's Kevin Huerter, who's out for the season, I think, with a shoulder issue. And then Malik Monk, who usually cooks oppositions off the bench, he is also absent. So we get a little bit of mercy shown towards us today by the basketball gods. But we are missing like 7 of our rotational players. In case you've missed it, Cam Johnson's out, Finney Smith is out, DSJ, I believe, is out, Claxton is out, Simmons, of course, was always out, Whitehead's out, Bates Diop is out for the season, and then a bunch of our players on two-way deals are also not available. So we're probably going to see like an 8-man rotation today. Walker, Dayron, and Watford off the bench. And that's about it. I really wish Claxton wasn't injured because you did see him tweak his right ankle yesterday. That's what he's out with today. But I really wish that we were able to see Claxton play with Clowney in a starting capacity. Those two, playing together. And we could have potentially seen him play 30 minutes alongside one another today, which would have been an exciting thing to see, given, that is potentially a future pairing you're looking at right there. The last time we played the Kings at home, we lost 101-96, so the scoring was lacking. Bridges led the scoring that day with 23. Cam Thomas played 5 minutes. Clax had 14 and 14, and Finney Smith had 5 points. Johnson had 10. Dinwiddie had 18. Seth Curry had 14. So I don't know where we're going to get the points from today. But hopefully we're going to see another Clowney legacy game. The last time we played the Kings at this venue as well, that game I'm talking about, Sabonis had 24 points and 21 rebounds, 7 offensive. He had 5 assists. He had 4 blocks. So he's usually a monster when he plays us. So we'll see how we go. But let me just get this sorted. I'm just interested to see how the rookies play because the rookies obviously closed the game out yesterday against Detroit and scored the last 19 of the game. Bridges actually got a rest to close the game out, and it worked out pretty nicely, not going to lie. So we'll see if, that actually translates over to today and it wasn't just flukish. The start, of course, is going to be the most important thing that occurs here. So 12 minutes to play. Of course, we're about to begin this one. Let me get the computer set up, adjusted. Alrighty. So second last watch along of the season. I'm glad the season's over, but these late season games have got me, a little bit devastated that we won't be seeing more basketball because a lot of upside with a couple of these players. I mean, Clowney had a great game earlier in the week. He had 22 and 10 in 17 minutes and then, plays a decent chunk of minutes yesterday and does really well. So he's going to get a full crack at it today and probably play upwards of 30 minutes, with Jalen Wilson. So the late season exposure is so important, especially when you're probably going into more of a rebuild era next season. At least that's my assumption. So Clowney's first career start tonight, Wilson's third career start. It is Schroeder, Thomas, Bridges, Wilson, Clowney. And then for the Kings, it is Fox, Ellis, Barnes, Murray, Sabonis. So no Herder, no Monk for the Kings. And then for the Nets, there's no Johnson, Claxton, Finney Smith, Dennis Smith Jr., Ben Simmons, and a bunch of other players. So Watford, Walker, and Sharp will come off the bench. So this is going to be a tough game. I mean, the Kings probably, I don't know what their situation is in the standings today as it currently stands, but, there's probably a fair bit to play for if you're a King, like if you're looking at it from a King's perspective. So Clowney's going to be manning up on Sabonis in this game. Wilson's got it. Schroeder up top. Now Bridges. High screen. Clowney the roll. Puts one up. Doesn't get it to go. The rebound by Sabonis. He hugs the ball. And our first shot of the game is off. So Clowney with the first shot of the day. Fox got it now. He's going to pass to Barnes. They're going to look for Sabonis in the post because he's got Bridges on him. The 3 by Fox hits back iron. The rebound by Schroeder. And the Nets will get into a set early first quarter. Clowney backs down Fox, gets inside. And there's a foul on the floor. So an early whistle there. And it's Clowney being pretty proactive. He wants the basketball in the post. We saw that mismatch. And it's forced the Kings into a foul being conceded. So the Nets will reload here. Wilson, the handoff to Thomas. Gets into the mid-range. But rolls it back out to the three-point line. And now shoots a deep 2 over Barnes. It's off the board by the Kings. Fox across court to Murray. Now to the corner for Barnes. He will drive on Thomas. Shoot over the top. It's off. Good gang rebounding effort there by the Nets. Bridges with the rebound. So a couple misses for both teams early on. Bridges the skip pass to Thomas. Hand off to Schroeder on the wing. Right in front of the net bench. He's got Ellis guarding him. He drives it in. The nice little runner is good off the window. High off the window. Nets on the board first. 2-0. Start the game. Murray. Quick response. Yep. It rattles in. And the Kings are on the board. So nice little response there after both teams missed their first 2 shots. Bounce pass to Bridges. Will drive it in. Hangs and was partially blocked, I think, by Ellis. And now the Kings in transition. Sabonis will take it inside. Great spin move. He's fouled by Wilson, and that was a smart foul because it was going to be a regulation layup otherwise for Sabonis. A nice, nifty spin move. So Sabonis, the free throw liner, shoot a couple. First one hits back rim and out. So pretty slow start for both teams out of the gate on the offensive side. Second free throw for Sabonis is good. And it's 4-2. So Sabonis splits the pair, and now it's Thomas to Wilson. The pass to Thomas back again. Top of the key, the screen by Clowney. The kick out to Wilson, top of the key. He drives on Fox. The lob for Clowney. It's good. You love the connection there by the rookies. And the Nets tied up at 4 apiece. 2.5 gone. First quarter. Ellis, the quick 3. It's off. The rebound by Clowney. And now Thomas will bring it ahead to Bridges. Guarded by Murray. There's an open 3 for Thomas. He gets by the closeout. The 3 in the corner by Schroeder. It's off. Clowney, the offensive board. Surely he was fouled. But he wasn't. And the Kings get the rebound after the block. Barnes. Wilson. Schroeder tried to commit to a steal. Gets to the Murray assignment late. The cutter down the middle by Fox. Great touch pass to Barnes. It is a beautiful sequence there by the Kings. Great bit of ball movement. Schroeder, bounce pass to Bridges, has to collect it high. Clowney to Bridges, shoots the 2. It's off. The rebound by Sabonis again. And he's going to handle the ball himself, as he usually does, and, provide those handoffs top of the key. Here's Fox. Corner for Ellis, and we've got an offensive foul. It's Bridges who draws it. Sabonis will pick up his first personal. The 8:31 mark of the first quarter. So, decent enough start. The Nets have gotten a few stops early, which is nice to see, but the offense does have its... Well, there are going to be some major shortcomings about it today, I imagine. Wilson had his pass knocked away, but he got it back. He's trapped in the corner, so he uses Clowney as an outlet. Thomas on the right wing. It's off. Rebound by the Kings. Ellis on the outside will use the screen. Sabonis gets rid of Clowney. What the fuck was that? Clowney got completely removed. No call. Fox, the 3, is off to the left and a rebound by Clowney. So Clowney's racking up the boards early on in this one. Schroeder on the outside to Thomas on the left. He's got Sabonis picking him up. Pass to the corner for Bridges. Wilson, 3. It's off. But Bridges follows it up. The skip pass to Schroeder on the opposite side. The 3, that's off as well. The Nets can't buy one. And then... oh my god. Who the fuck committed that foul? Because the Kings just absolutely sent it. Bro, the referees have been arse early on. Like, seriously. Bro, Clowney got completely discarded with the arm extension. Didn't bat a fucking eyelid, the referees. Looks like there may be a clear path. Or, sorry, a take foul. Have a look. Bro, where the fuck was the foul in that? They're just allowing Sabonis to abuse early, basically. Little bit bullshit. So, they're going to call this a fucking clear path foul. Actually, no, there may be a net back. I only count 4 nets on screen when Schroeder potentially commits the Sabonis foul. Or the foul on Sabonis. This will be a big play, though, because the Kings can get that separation that they've been sort of lacking early on in this game. The officials have been fucking trash early on, though. Like, Sabonis has just been allowed to do whatever the bloody hell he wants. Let's have a look what the officiation verdict is. So it's just one free throw via the verdict. Common foul, but a take foul. So it'll be a free throw, and the Kings will have possession. A lot of threes being jacked up early, and this is usually an issue. Like the amount of times Keegan Murray makes the free throw. The amount of times we just like start off shit is actually baffling to me. Like 4 points early on in 5.5 minutes. Way too many threes being jacked up for my liking. That was the issue yesterday. The shot clock didn't even start, so who the fuck is operating it at the scorer's table? Alright, so Barnes inbounding to Ellis, who will cross up Thomas. Extra feed, the pass wasn't on. Turnover. And now Wilson will bring it ahead with pace. Thomas on the outside. He's got Sabonis on him. You've got to attack that. Layup. There's the foul. 2 free throws coming up. And as we know yesterday, Cam Thomas had 11 free throw attempts on the Nets' way to getting 33 total. They also kept the the Pistons off the line. They only had 4 free throws yesterday to the Nets' 33. That was a huge factor in the Nets winning the game. Thomas, first free throw is good. So Thomas is going to need to put the head down again today. I think that's where our success is going to come from. I mean, that's where all our points have come from early on in this match. So Thomas in his last 14 games is averaging 27 a night. On pretty decent efficiency. I mean, it's pretty much league average, 45% from the field, 35% from 3. So it's nothing too eye-catching from a percentage standpoint, but, you know, when you're looking at the amount of points he's getting up, it's crazy. Good defense by Bridges. Sabonis missed the hook shot, and there's just a phantom foul there on Ellis, who was simply running, and if anything, that should be a fucking take foul. We're going to get a timeout here by the Kings. It's 7-6, so it's been a bit of a tough slog at the moment to start the game off. Let's have a look at the box score and see what that's showing early on in this match. So right now, few nets on the board scoring-wise. Noah Clowney I put back in the spotlight because he's had a cracking week, a couple of good scoring games. The rebounds have been nice early on. He's had one offensive. And he leads the scoring with two others. However, the Nets, even though they're down one, bro, their shooting has been absolutely awful. 2 of 11. But I tell you what, the defense has been pretty good. 2 of 7 shooting for the Kings. Only the 1-3 made. Couple of turnovers in there. Sabonis has done all right. In terms of rebounding the ball, but not much else. Hasn't really scored the ball at all. There hasn't really been a number one in their hierarchy when it comes to scoring. Like, everyone's got an even share. So that's the way the game's gone early on in this one. We've looked after the basketball. As you know, if you were watching yesterday, this stream or the game itself, the Nets had 13 turnovers yesterday. So that was really impacting the amount of shots they got up. You know, when they did start scoring the ball, you know, it was a lot better of a result. So, yeah, that's going to be the major key, I would imagine, for the Nets going forward in this match. Clowney hasn't done too bad of a job so far. The defense is holding up, which is something that I didn't think, you know, I didn't think I was going to be saying those words with Sabonis being guarded by Clowney at center, for sure. So we got a game break early on, first quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. In case you've missed it, the Nets have 8 active players. Claxton is out tonight. That's why he's handed the start to Noah Clowney. Wilson is starting because Finney-Smith is out. So I'm just interested to see what Kevin Ollie does with the rotations tonight, because, you know, we've only got 3 active players on the bench. There's, you know, that's going to mean some really heavy minutes for probably players we wanted to get heavy minutes at the back end of the season. We're talking the likes of Watford, Clowney, Wilson, even Cam Thomas, of course. I mean, granted, with him, it's an absolute no-brainer, but, you know, early in the season, it wasn't a no-brainer. So, yeah. So the Nets will get into a set. No subs made as of yet. The Kings have Davion Mitchell in the game. Wilson the driving kick to Bridges. Wilson relocates behind the back, gets inside, puts one up, and one! What a nifty move. Behind the back, it created that little bit of extra space so he could handle the rock and get inside and have Murray on the wrong side, and he was able to use that to his advantage. Bit of a body bump. Wilson off the window, got the angle, and +1. So, nice move there, and Wilson knocks down the free throw. The Nets are in the bonus for, well, it feels like a 5th successive quarter, tracing all the way back to the start of last game. Murray for 3. That's off. That hits back rim as well. Clowney another board. That's rebound number 4. Schroeder on the outside. Picks up his dribble. Wilson's open for 3. It's a practice shot, and he hits as well. Yes, sir. J-Dub has hit a nice couple of buckets to send the Nets on an 8-0 burst. The last 6 points for the Nets. Jalen Wilson. Sabonis had it knocked away. He got it back. Falling out of bounds, the kick out to Mitchell. Murray top of the key. The 3 is off. And a rebound by Thomas. No one really went for it. Schroeder will push the pace. He's going to drive it in. Good cut by Clowney. He gets it to go. Nice flip. And a good response after the timeout called by, I think it was the Kings. The Nets have gone on a 10-0 run. Clowney is getting absolutely bullied, but forces the kick out. Mitchell, the 3 is good. And he ends off that 10 consecutive point run by the Nets. Schroeder on the outside. We'll use the Clowney screen, I thought. There's going to be a foul on Sabonis. And that's number 2. And it's also going to send the Nets to the free throw line. So Sabonis is probably going to have to go to the bench here. Clowney's first free throw is good. I'd be surprised if they kept Sabonis in, which they're doing at the moment. I don't know what the center rotation is like for the Kings. Oh, God. Trey Lyles is in, and he usually fucking cooks us. There's been so many games in recent memory this guy's decided to wake up. Especially the games at, like, the Kings' home stadium. He always decides to cook. So Lyles in the game. I don't know who that guy is on the wing for the Kings, but he's got tats. And he's white. So that doesn't really help me any more than the knowledge I already knew. Sabonis, we trap. There's a foul, and I believe it's on Mikal Bridges. So 5 minutes to play. Day'Ron Sharpe is going to check in. Clowney will go to the bench. Some good minutes. Watford is in the game. No Lonnie Walker as of yet. I would presume he's going to come in for Bridges. Sabonis remains in on 2 personals. We need to attack him. Sabonis, the handoff to Murray. He's got Watford picking him up. Gets inside. Spin. Puts one up. That little runner short. The Nets can push it here if they want to. Handoff to Bridges on the wing. The drive. The kick out. Schroeder's open. And he tries. And he misses. Day'Ron's not able to get the board, but Kings had to go chase it up because it was off hands. The Kings are 25% from the field. Did not think I'd be saying those words early on in this game, given how they played against Boston. Sabonis inside. Day'Ron does all right to stay with, but Sabonis over the top scores, and the Kings have the last couple of points here. Schroeder. Looking for a handoff. There's Schroeder again. Had an open look. Change of pace. He had it knocked away. And it's a steal for Jones. That's his name. Layup. Blocked by Watford. I thought there was a... What? How on earth was that a foul? I'm pretty certain that was a fucking clean block. And this old fart behind the net or the King's rim was just like, yeah, we're going to give him a free pass. So let's have a look at the callback. Oh, that is... I mean, the contact was marginal, bro. Like, fuck off. Such a soft call, but it's because I watched contact sports growing up that I just see everything as soft. Good feed by Day'Ron to Bridges under the hoop. Does a little bit of a spin cycle. And Bridges traveled with the pivot foot moving. I believe that's turnover 1 of the game for the Nets. Schroeder's going to go off. Thomas is going to come get him. Wilson is off. Bridges is off. So 3:40 to play opening quarter, 15-14. And the Kings can take the lead here. Walker, Thomas, Watford, Sharpe, and Clowney. Layup is too easy. I mean, I don't know why we play zone defense because, like, we've got the size to counter them today. I don't know. Like, with this matchup, I don't really get it. Thomas is getting absolutely harassed. He chucks up an absolute brick of a shot. And now Sabonis. Thomas tries to go for the steal. Jones to Murray. Back to Sabonis. The backdoor cut by Lyles was not honoured. Sabonis, the kick out to Jones. Shoots the 3. And that hits back rim. The rebound by Walker. who's getting some nice early quarter action, or early game action, should I say, and that too is off. Sabonis going to drive on Sharp. The kick out to Lyles. The catch and shoot three is too easy. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Nets call a timeout, which they do. After the Nets went on a 10-0 run, the Kings have responded with a nice old run of their own. I think it was a 14-7 lead. The Kings have gone on a 12-1 run, and it has them up by 4 at the moment. So, you know, the first quarter's been, I mean, it hasn't been awful. It's just been the last couple of minutes where we've sort of fallen away a little bit. Clowney's at a good first quarter, 5 and 4. He's well on track to a double-double, I would suggest. Wilson with 6. He had a quick fire 6. Bridges has not scored. Cam Thomas has not scored a field goal either. So those two need to get going in order for us to win this game. That is why we sit at 15 points so far in the match. And look, we just need to close out the quarter strongly, and then things will be great. Rudy, mate, welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I guess the Noah Clowney show has brought you back to the Nets. So you just couldn't miss Noah Clowney's first career start. You had to watch it. So, and it's a worthy reason as well. Tell you what. Okay. We've done a decent job on Sabonis so far. Let's have a look. Sabonis only the 3 points. He's at 8 rebounds already, but they're all empty stats because they've just been, well, defensive rebounds that have been largely uncontested. He's already got 2 personals, though. You got to attack him. Got to try, you know he's walking a bit of a fine line. Davion Mitchell with 7 points is the real crime here. I don't know why their role players always decide to play well against us. They haven't really shot the ball too well. And if it wasn't for their bench, they would be in a very unlikable position, I will imagine. The Nets are shooting somehow worse. 5 of 18, only 1 3 made. Free throws are decent. The turnover count is also decent, but yeah, as I said, the field goal percentage is not very desirable, I will say. 28% from the field in the opening quarter. No, thank you. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like on it and subscribe if you are new. We'll be back for Nets Knicks on the weekend, and then we will be done for the season. We will be doing a bit of off-season content, but for the large portion of the off-season, I think I'll be doing not too much, just to get a bit of a breather from doing this sort of thing. Even though it's just me sitting and watching the games, takes a lot out of the day. So, you know. All right. So Watford, Thomas, Sharp, Walker, Clowney, the 5 on the floor at the moment. Roll by Dayron Sharp. Man still can't gather a fucking basketball because he fumbles it again on the roll. Sabonis, he's just going to bully. And Sabonis blew the layup, but he muscles his way to the rebound and then the block by Sharp. Good defensive work there. Could have easily given away the second chance points. Thomas in transition. He just can't buy one early. That was as open a look as you'll ever get. And he still wasn't able to capitalize. So 0 of 4 so far. Knocked away by Sharp. Another steal. Thomas in transition. A 3-on-2. The layup, it's off. The follow by Watford is good. And I don't really understand how that wasn't a foul for CT. But you take the 2 points any way you can get them. Alex Len is getting ready to check in. I forgot that guy existed. Colby Jones is the guy with the ball for the Kings. That's the man I previously had no idea existed. Sabonis. How is that a foul? Dayron, I mean, you got to hold Sabonis accountable, but you cannot afford to just be giving away those cheapies. So free throws for Sabonis at the 136 mark, should I say. He's been well held. We've just trapped him at every opportunity under the basket and really made him earn his points. But he's still scored a few points, just that not as much of an efficient rate so far. So Sabonis, the second free throw incoming. And that rattles home. So 4-point lead for Sacramento. The Aaron Fox went to the bench early. I would suspect he starts the second quarter. And Marshall's, well, basically the entire second unit. Thomas to Sharp. Hand off to Cam Thomas. The roll by Sharp attracts the defender. Walker was open in the corner as a result. Clowney, the spin, gets inside over Fox. Doesn't get the angle. Colby Jones comes in for the rebound. So, first quarter winding down. We're into the final minute now. Sabonis muscles his way to the basket. And, bro, who the fuck fouled there? There's just going to be... It's like, this is why Dayron did not get the start. Because... yeah, what is Dayron doing? If you're going to reach in, you've got to absolutely neutralize him. You can't allow him to go up. He's already got 7 points and 9 fucking rebounds. This man's set for like 30 and 30. Our rebounding already is dodgy. I'm not ready for Sabonis to have 25 fucking rebounds. 24-17. The Kings are on a 14-2 run. They've had a couple of runs in the first quarter. They lead by 7. Oh, that's a good steal by Fox. He read the pass like a book. The lob, Watford telegraphs it, but knocked it straight to Sabonis. We had no numbers. No one was helping Watford in the transition defense. That's a bad miss by Fox. Dayron missed it. They get another offensive board. Mitchell's open for 3. That hits back on. They get another board. What's that? The 4th chance. Oh, Cam Thomas, you fucking idiot. Why didn't you even contest it, mate? That is fucking stupid. Cam Thomas just watched him shoot that. Didn't even try closing it out. Run him off the line. That fucking does my head in. You had 4 opportunities to get a fucking rebound. And then on the 4th chance, you don't even contest the shot. Like, CT, you got to be better than that. I work hours during Nets games, so I can't watch until after the game. Okay, got you. The Nets suck. Sabonis got 8 rebounds. I mean, they're all empty rebounds, though. Like, he's not getting offensive boards. Even though the Kings just got 4 chances on 1 possession, I don't think Sabonis got one of those rebounds. He's gotten all the defensive rebounds. Offense, like, it's more to do with the fact, the reason he's got that many rebounds is because, well, the Nets only have 17 points and they've missed shots for fun today. So, like, there's going to be a ton of defensive rebounds on offer until, you know, the Nets start hitting their shots. Offense went down the toilet as soon as the bench came. CT also needs to wake up. There's not really any bench, though. Like, we got 3 bench players. Like, we haven't really had any offense today. Like, you can't say that CT's provided it, because he hasn't. He has not made a field goal today. So the Nets are down by 10. They led by as much as 7, I believe, in the first quarter. Sharp. Like, early on, but the Kings are on a massive extended run here. I think it's like a 20-3 run. We've got 4 to shoot. Watford takes it inside, scores over Trey Lyles, and that ends the run again. So 9 seconds. Fox is going to let it roll into their half. Fox, 1-on-1 with Walker guarding him. Gets inside, shoots the 2 over Walker. It's too easy. 0.5 to shoot it. And that'll be the first quarter done and dusted. I think we're stiff to give away 29 points in the first. Because I don't think we actually had that bad of a defensive quarter. It was just the back end of the quarter which really let us down. I mean, we're 7 of 23 in the game. So that's where the rebounds are coming in for the Kings. To no one's real surprise. They started really slowly. They were 3 of 12, but they end the first quarter making 6 of their last 12, and they've now hit 4 3-pointers and been to the line 8 times. So The free throws are really helping him out a shit ton here. Sabonis hasn't had a great first, like, his first quarter has not been, like, super crazy or anything, but he's really cooked with the bench. He's got the 2 personals, though, which is something we needed to exploit at the back end of the quarter. Like, they gave him run nearly the entire first quarter, and he was playing with 2 personals for, like, I reckon about 4 or 5 minutes. 3 or 4 minutes. So in that time, we needed to try attack him and see if we could get another foul out of him. And you already know he would have been a little bit, like, anxious and play defense a little bit more conservatively to, you know, hold on to that 3rd foul. So, yeah. Decent first quarter defending Sabonis, though, in the open court. 2 of 6, but the free throws, got to keep him off there. So, De'Aaron Fox, I mean, he only scored his first bucket at the end of the first quarter. But yeah, the Nets need more from CT and Bridges. I mean, CT hasn't made a field goal. Bridges hasn't made a field goal. Those 2 combined for 2 points. And the 2 leading scorers, believe it or not, are the 2 players that entered the starting lineup today, Wilson and Clowney. And then you've got Watford accounting for 4 off the bench. But offense is going to be pretty tough to come by. It's going to need to start with the defensive work. As we saw yesterday, when the defense lifted, that's when the offense started to catch fire. I see they've started to put DFS and Clax on ice, ready for trading in the offseason. Well, I think DFS is gone, nailed on, but I think if you trade Claxton, you're going to look very, very, very stupid. Very stupid. I just think him and Clowney, if you start those 2 next season and you got rid of DFS, goodness gracious, I think I saw a stat when those 2 play together in the short sample or small sample size that we've got with those 2 on the court together, the defensive rating is an 84. That is ballistic. That's off the charts good. Like, you absolutely have to try feed into that. Don't, you know, fumble the bag. Don't fumble that opportunity. You know, to have an absolutely ridiculous defensive front court. That 2's too easy by Colby Jones. Gets the Kings on the board to start the second quarter. They lead by a dozen. I feel like this is the 3rd straight game this has happened. Clowney. Pump fake on the 3. Murray defending, now sharp. Clowney is going to drive on Murray, get inside. Scores the 2. Nice little body bump there to create a bit of space and get the 2 over the top. He's got 7. He leads the way for the Nets in scoring. Fox bounce pass to Len. The push shot is short. The rebound by CT, who still has not scored. Bridges getting ready to check in. Thomas on the wing. That's got to be a foul. Got it to go! How the fuck has he managed that? He felt the body of Colby Jones on his back shoulder, and he went to basically bump into him, put up the shot in one motion, and was able to score off the window. So that's a very nifty, crafty sort of move to just make shit happen out of absolutely nothing. Free throw here for CT, and that is good. So first bucket for CT comes at a timely time. And now the Kings, through De'Aaron Fox, will try to add a few points back. Build the lead back up. Lyles had Watford in the air. Lyles gets the soft bounce off the rim. He's got a couple of buckets in this game. Bro, the Kings bench has been better than the starters, bro. Watford inside, it's a 2-on-1 at the rim, and Len didn't know which way to commit. And Watford with the right-handed hook shot. So Nets offense been nice early on in this game. They've just attacked the rim, and it's worked very, very nicely. Colby Jones on the perimeter. Watford went under the screen. The 3 is off. The rebound by Clowney. And the Nets can cut it down to 2 possessions. A 2-possession game. Thomas. Screen. Switch. Thomas the drive on Ellis. It was blocked by Len. Did not get a whistle. And it will be the Nets on the side, on the baseline. So Wilson checks in for Clowney. Interesting sub. That would probably tell me that, well, I think Clowney's going to close out the first half. Bridges tries to get freed up. He does. Thomas is open. He drives it in instead. The kick out to Wilson. What are we doing, man? Bro, we had so many chances to put one up and fucking kicked it out. Way too unselfish. Usually we're the opposite. Usually we hold on to the basketball for too long. But we did the complete opposite here. 33-26 the score. The Nets had a chance to cut it down to about 4. 4-5. Fox at the elbow. That's off. The rebound by Wilson. So Wilson, Watford, and Dayron make for a nice little trio in the front court. Watford takes it downhill. Put one up. And I don't know how we got the shot to go there. Colby Jones in transition. The Euro. The kick out. Ellis is open in the corner. The 3 is good. And the Kings get it back up to 10 with 2.5 minutes elapsed here in this second quarter. So the Nets started well, but a couple of misses has, well, it's been pretty costly. Sharp to Thomas. He's lost his man. He shoots with the right hand, and that is a nice rainbow jumper right there by CT. Alice traveled. That's pretty careless stuff. So a turnover by the Kings. Alice was open. Didn't shoot a 3. Decided to drive it in and then just completely forgot how to play basketball as he traveled. So the Nets can yet again cut the deficit just a little bit more. Here in the second quarter, Schroeder's back in. Replacing Watford. So the starters are in, except Clowney is out of the game. Sharp is in. Schroeder. Kick out to Wilson. Drives it down the middle. Puts it up with the right hand. It's off. Dayron, I don't know how he didn't get that offensive board because he had the positioning. Got rid of his man. Here's Alice. 1-2 with Len. The 3 is tried. Fuck off. Who is this guy? They started the game so poorly from 3, but now they're 40% from downtown. That's the reason they got the separation at the moment. And that's the reason that yesterday the Pistons got their separation. Schroeder in the mid-range. I thought he was fouled. Wilson did not get it on the glass, and it's going to be a turnover. Why the fuck is Wilson going under the screen, bro? It's so dumb. Just gotta have a little bit of, like, decency about you. I don't know why the Nets just love to go under the screens every single time and allow an open look. These are NBA players. If you don't fight through the screen quickly enough, you're done for, mate. Murray's gonna check in for the Kings. So it's Fox guarded by Schroeder. They can get it out to their largest lead here with a make. Fox to Len. The pass to Lyles. He's got Schroeder on him in the post. This should be easy points, and it is. Nice little reverse layup there by Lyles. We had no coverage under the basket aside from Schroeder, so the Nets down 13. They just need to score a couple buckets, man. Kings are playing good defense. What is Dayron doing, bro? For fuck's sake, man. I don't know how this guy was so good at the start of the year, and he's just, like, lost his way a little bit. Ever since he had that injury, it's just completely sent his gameplay into a downward spiral. Playing a bit of zone again. Fox inside. We're playing Watford at the 5. Why is Lyles open top of the key? It's just fucking practice shots, bro. These are fucking NBA plays. They're not going to miss that crap. So we're playing a small ball center, but if you can't defend the 3-point line, I don't know why we play zone the way we do. Watford can respond, and he does with the 3-point try from the top of the key. And that gets it back down to 13. Alice on the perimeter to Len. Wilson does not need to play on him from the outside. He's not going to hit a three-pointer. Fox hits back iron, the board by Schroeder. The Kings get the numbers back. Watford's going to try again, and he hits again. And we're going to get a timeout by the Kings. They see 6 straight points off the back of Watford from the outside, and it cuts the lead down to 10, and the Kings are pretty reactive and call a timeout immediately. So a 10-point game here. What was the score at quarter time? I think it was 19-29. So it's basically been, well, level pegging here in this second quarter. Let's have a look at what people are saying. Clowney will be a solid player. 100% he will. We can't afford to lose talent for free. Yeah, I just don't have any good inkling about selling or getting rid of Claxton and not re-signing him. Even if we overpay for him, I just can see him having, like, being worth that money wherever else he goes if we get rid of him. Can we all agree that Sharp is straight garbage? Well, he's definitely, like, not living up to his surname. He's definitely not sharp in his play. He looks very, very clunky at the moment. And, you know, you just, like, see the same issues with Dayron at the moment. Like, he was a lot better at what he's, like, doing now. Like, earlier in the season. It's just, like, normalized back to what he was doing. And I think a lot of players have experienced the same fate. Like, start of the season, we couldn't miss a bucket. You know, it was very cohesive team play. And then, you know, back end of the season, a lot of players have fallen off. Their value's gone down. Dayron was injured for a while, and then he comes back, and he's just had no continuity whatsoever. Mavs fan rooting for the Kings loss. Let's go. I mean, I do realize that there are quite a few playoff implications for teams around the Kings on the standings. Let me actually have a look at the standings. I need to see what the implications are for the Kings, because it's not like this game is like a dead rubber. This game is incredibly important for, well, I mean, it's incredibly important for a lot of teams, to be honest. Standings. You know, every single game down the stretch, especially in the West, every game means something. The Cavaliers are down to the 5 seed, which is crazy stuff. And they're positioned to play the Knicks at the moment. The Magic are the 3 seed. Don't know how I would feel about watching a Magic Pacers series, but I mean, probably an interesting sort of game. In the West, let's have a look. So in the West, the Kings are 9th. I don't know why you as a Mavericks supporter are watching this game. Like, the Mavericks are clear. I don't even think the Kings, like, if the Kings lose today, they cannot catch the Mavericks. So the Lakers have done well to regain their positioning because they're now above the Kings. Here's Alice, top of the key, and he misses his shot, but no hustle on the glass. Another miss, and this time we get the rebound and ensure Sabonis is not there first. So that's a foul off the ball. Cam Thomas scores the 2 downhill. What the fuck, man? Schroeder got a technical for flopping. Piss the fuck off. Bro, he fell over because he got shoved. Oh, you're fucking stupid. The referees today have been next level dumb. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's a flop. I've been caught out so many times for making stupid, irrational calls. Yeah, Schroeder, I don't know what he's doing. He needs to be a part of a Shooting Stars meme, if you know what I'm talking about. Because, yeah, that was a bit soft. That was a bit soft. But how many times do we see that in a fucking game and they don't call it? Alice on the outside. He's been given the green light today from 3. Mitchell on the perimeter. They're looking for Sabonis. They can't get it to him in the post. Mitchell Oh, you dumbass. Watford falls for the pump fake with 1.2 on the clock. Gotta have a bit more awareness than that. You can't be falling for pump fakes in the mid-range on Davion Mitchell, bro. This guy can't shoot the ball that well. And yet we're making him look like the best player on earth in this game. But what? Like, that's not surprising to anyone because we make role players look good every single game. Look no further than last game. We made Chemezi Metu look like crazy good. He didn't miss a shot. And Davion Mitchell is doing the same shit for the Kings today. He makes both free throws, gets it back up to 11. Schroeder to Watford. Back to Schroeder, the screen by Wilson. He's got an open look, but he's not going to shoot that. Thomas fell over. It was good defense by Colby Jones. Wilson is trapped in the corner. Got to get some help. Thomas on the baseline. Oh my God, if he makes that. Oh my God! The man was trapped in the corner. He had no assistance. The clock was winding down. That shot was in the clouds and it goes down. That is crazy. Crazy talent. He is so gifted for being able to do that. Although it doesn't fucking matter if you're allowing wide open threes like that and Colby Jones knocks it down in the corner. So, bro, the Kings are fucking showing off. Like, their bench is doing it. Their bench has more points than their fucking starters, bro. Schroeder goes downhill. Sabonis the easy block. Sabonis will run in transition. Wilson is the last line. Kicks it out to Ellis. And the Nets do pretty well in transition defensively. Sabonis gets inside. The kick out to Jones. Pump fake. Forced into a pass. And now Mitchell goes downhill. And he traveled. So a turnover. And it will go the way of the Nets. So good defensive play there, because in transition, usually we get cooked. But credit to Jalen Wilson for just being a body in the paint, in the restricted area, and it forced Sabonis into a pass out. So he's been a little bit less aggressive here in the second Sabonis, even though he hasn't really been on all that much. So Thomas sitting in the corner right now after that crazy bucket a couple of possessions ago. Walker and Clowney getting ready to check in. Bridges will use the Wilson screen. He's got an open look and he's going to try his luck again. And that didn't even hit the rim. So looking like me out here. 50-38. Murray, the pass. How did they get that to Sabonis, man? That should have been an easy fucking read, but Sabonis just shields it nicely. And the pass had to be pinpoint. Thomas. Guarded by Mitchell. Gets inside. And he fucking traveled. So Clowney's going to check in. Walker's going to check in. We've got Wilson going off. And we've also got, I don't know, Wilson going off. Oh, no, Bridges. Wilson and Bridges. Okay. Interesting end to the first half with the group we've got. Sabonis is going to get it here. There's no help. And easy backdoor cut by Lyles. Clowney lost him. We're going to call a timeout. That's just a learning for Clowney there. That's too fucking easy. The amount of ease with some of the buckets they've been getting, the off-ball movement has been superb by them. Second quarter, they've really hammered down, though, for sure. They've scored, what, 25 points? Hasn't actually been that crazy, but they're doing a lot of what they did right in the first half, so. Or first quarter, should I say. Watford's got 12 off the bench, and it doesn't really feel like he's our top scorer, but he is. Mikal's taken 2 shots, bro. Goodness me. Sigt's not been too bad here in the second. He started off the game really slowly. Schroeder's got the 2 points. He just needs to be simply better. The turnover count, I mean, it's not too bad, but it's just the field goal percentage. We don't have enough players scoring the ball well enough today. When you've got 8 players playing, you basically need every single one of those players to rock up. And these shooting splits are not going to happen. Like, it's not going to happen for you. For the Kings, they started the game really slowly from 3. And overall, they were 3 of 12. But they've gotten to the line nicely. The field goal and 3-point percentage is looking very, very healthy. Sabonis has got 10 and 8 here in this game, and he is leading the way for the starters. But it's been the bench, bro. Trey Lyles is fucking 5 of 5, and Davion Mitchell is 3 of 4, and got 4 free throws. Like, come on, bro. You cannot have those two combined for 24 fucking points. If those two aren't even... Like, if those two are playing like a normal player would, or like their normal player would suggest, bro, the Kings are like in a tied game against us. Bro, Davion Mitchell and Trey Lyles are not it. But every single time then they play the Nets, it always happens the same way, where one of those two, or, well, in this case today, both of them catch fire. So, absolutely not surprising here. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. We've got one more stream for the rest of the season, and then we've got the off season, basically. Maybe doing a couple of playoff watch-alongs. It depends how the series are going. Different series. If there's like a game 7, I may cover it or something. And that's if I'm available for it. But that aside, we'll do a bit of Nets content. We'll probably go back and look at what I said when I previewed the season, and we'll basically like look at that, use that as a model to see how the season basically went, based off preseason expectations and that sort of thing. Yeah, and then outside of that, maybe there'll be a video where I like grade every single player or something like that. But that aside, I don't think there'll be too much off-season content aside from maybe when we make some big trades, if we make any trades. Yeah, that's probably going to be really about it in terms of off-season content. I don't want to overdo it. I don't like overdoing it, because you can only talk about so much. Clowney gets the pass here from CT. The kick out to Walker. Gets by Lyles. Shoots with the right hand. It's good defense. And the Kings rotated well. And they're closing the first half out with probably the best 5 players in the game right now, really. Lyles is one of them. Mitchell's another. Sabonis is in with Fox and Murray. Murray's been a little bit off. A nice steal there. Knocked away by Clowney, and the Nets don't really do much with it in transition. Watford remains in. Pass to the corner for Clowney. The off-ball screen set for Schroeder. The 3. Oh, bro, he has been so shit. Only 3 threes in the first half for the Nets. Here's Mitchell. Bounce pass to Sabonis. Just got rid of Clowney, and he's just too big. Another 9-0 run. I don't know how many fucking runs they've gone on in this game, but I mean, it all accumulates, really. Watford fakes the handoff, goes inside. Layup, doesn't go down. And a rebound for the Kings again. Mate. Here's Lyles. He's got Schroeder on him. This is not going to bode well. Oh, my God. Clowney, you fucking idiot. Easy 3 for Mitchell. It's off. Rebound by the Nets. Clowney left the paint because he was going to get pinged for defensive 3 seconds at the exact time that Sabonis cut down the middle. I'm surprised we didn't give away an easy 2. They tried the 3 instead. Bro, how is that not a foul? Walker. Thomas has been open for like 3 seconds. They did not use him. And now the Nets are going to have to regenerate here. Schroeder in the corner. Drives on Murray. What on earth is he doing? Another no call. Fox is open in transition. That's in. You just knew it as he shot it. Easy 3. It's up to 21 points. I don't know the last time the Nets fucking scored. And right on cue, the Nets broadcast shows a graphic that says we have not scored in 4 minutes. Oh my God. Like, no one's been good in this game. We've got a foul on Sabonis. And he wants a challenge. It'll be his 3rd personal. I don't know why we haven't been more aggressive with, like... I don't know why we haven't been more aggressive with trying to attack Sabonis. They're going to fucking challenge this. What's going on here? They've been hit with a delay of game. Mike Brown took way too long to fucking call that challenge. Thomas, easy layup. Oh my God, he fucking missed it. Oh, Jesus Christ. And he's just going to allow an easy Fox layup. That is so shit by CT, bro. Missed the shot and then was so fucking lazy on defense. Just allowed Fox to force the issue. Watford sets the feet and misses another three. When are we going to score the ball, bro? 23 points down, man. Fox, that's going to be a foul. And it's on CT. So 39 seconds to play here in this second. And I think it was like 47-38 at one point. And since then, the Kings have just like absolutely clamped. Lowney, that's decent defense. Oh, piss off. The bounce on the rim was just so lucky. Absolutely kissed. And the Kings have scored 16 straight points. So we're getting a bit of a taste of our own medicine here with a 25-point deficit. And there's a foul on Fox. And I think that's the second in the final 2 minutes, surely. So 23 seconds left here in the second quarter. The Nets have absolutely limped through halftime. So 63-38. And Schroeder at the free throw line will make the first. I don't know why the Kings are like one of our many bogey teams. Like every time we play the Kings, it's always an absolute pain in the ass. Like I swear the last time we actually had we were higher on the ledger than the Kings was probably like the 2018-19 season. I think we beat them both times that year. I don't think we've beaten them both times in a season since that season. And that's been what? 5 years ago? So 63-40. We've got De'Aaron Fox winding down the clock. High screen by Len, who's in the game for Sabonis on 3 fouls. Fox, oh, that is tough. You cannot do anything about that. That's going to be the half. The Kings go out and score 36 in the half, and we scored 21. And they just went on a ridiculous second quarter run amongst many other second quarter runs in order to, really beef up that deficit for the Nets that they have to make up in the second half. 25 points down. I don't really like our chances, but it's 65-40 at the half. Let's have a look at the box score. And this really tells a story. They're 50-40-90 in the game. It's just been too easy for them. And then there's been some tough shots made by De'Aaron Fox at the back end of the quarter, but it's really the bench that set the tone because they started the game very, very slowly, the Kings, offensively, but they ran Sabonis with the second unit at the back end of the first and the start of the second. And you can just see, like, the plus minus for those two players on the bench, Lyles and Mitchell, is absolutely, through the roof. Like, Lyles hasn't missed. Mitchell's also got 12 and he's equal top score. We've defended Sabonis okay, but, he's 4 of 8, so he barely has gotten the ball up. He's a really good player, and for his standards, holding him to 8 shots and 5 free throws isn't too bad, alongside the 3 turnovers. But it's just there's so many practice shots for them from deep. It's not even funny. So, yeah, that's got to be really ironed out in the second half. It really just comes down to shooting. The Nets have simply not had it here in this first half. Schroeder's 1 of 10, bro. He has been absolutely diabolical. It would be even worse if he had, multiple turnovers. I guess the plus sign is that Watford's got 12 points, but he's been a part of a group that's been absolutely cooked. We're 23% from 3 and 33% from the field. 15 field goals in a half of basketball is not good enough. We're getting out rebounded by 10. Only the 5 turnovers, so an improvement there, but tell you what, it's a bit strange that Mikal has played only the 15 minutes. Well, it doesn't feel like he's played 15 minutes. Probably because he's been missing on the court. And I didn't really realize he was even playing. He's 0 of 2. Cam Thomas has been inefficient. Clowney's been all right with 7. And he's also got a steal to his name as well. But, like, in a game where you've already given up 11 or more points to 4 players for the Kings, you've got to have a little bit extra from your players like Mikal and Cam Thomas and Schroeder and these guys. Even Walker and Sharp off the bench, like, they played 8 or 9 minutes and did not score the basketball. Like, that just kills you as, like, a team. You know, offensively, you don't really have a sniff, if we're being completely honest. That's really the situation at the half. Why the F-bombs? That's just how I am, my friend. That's just how I am. I'm from Australia. Yes, I am. They've all switched off. No, they just can't make their shots, and the Kings have got something to play for. So they would be stupid to be complacent and not play the way they should be playing. They should be playing at a high standard because they've got games to win. Watching this team is self-torture. Look, don't kill yourself over this loss. I'm not speaking literally, by the way, as well. Like, it's like, the season is done. We're not playing for anything. It's just a bit like of a pain in the ass that we have to watch this team not score for 5 minutes. I think that's more the issue. It's not the fact that we need to win today because we're already out of the playoff picture, but it's just like, I've set aside time in my day to watch the Nets play basketball. Just make a couple of shots so it makes it a little bit more bearable. I'm going to watch the G League Nets that are in the playoffs and are doing very well. Yeah, I've seen that they're doing absolutely brilliantly. I think Jacob Gilliard, the absolute midget, who's like 5'7", hit the game winner to send the Nets to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think. Not 100% sure. Do the Nets know anything about basketball? Nets? Probably not today. They haven't really had any interest in scoring the basketball. How many games have they won this year? You'll see in the bottom right, 31, which is probably overs. Bridges looking solid as usual. 100%. 0 points is, like, that's a good day in the office. That's basically the equivalent to rocking up to work and basically just sitting on your ass for 8 hours and doing jack shit. It's basically as simple as that. You know, I'm just, honestly, we're watching the Nets, like, I think they're called Team Hype or something in the Barclays Center. The NBA League Pass is great for this. You're able to watch all the halftime show crap that they do. And look, these dunks that they're doing, or attempting, they can't even make the buckets. So the fact that they can't score it, it's like there's a lid on that rim. Oh my God. That was disgusting by whoever that net was. That, like, Nets Team Hype person. He just fucking fell flat on his back trying to do a dunk. Oh my God, they're all getting denied by the rim. They can't score it. Like, I'm pretty sure that they've taken a book out of the Nets' performance today. There has not been a basket scored on the rim for ages, bro. Bridges is a complete waste of life. Oh my God. What happened to the Suns, Bridges? This guy took a shit. Hot garbage, get rid of him. What? I don't know why that comment has me in stitches, dude. I don't usually laugh at comments, but I tell you what, that's fucking funny, that's really funny. More fun punching myself in the nuts. It's honestly, everyone in the chat, let's come together and think of things that would be better than watching the Nets right now. I think we can get really creative with this. I wish the Kings would drop 100 in the half. Honestly, it's just so funny that, like, we've resorted to this. I don't usually, like, get hysterical about anything. And I don't think any of you have probably seen me laugh, like, legitimately, but Oh my god, I'm not even gonna say what you. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. Oh Jesus Christ, that is a naughty comment there. That is a very naughty. Oh Jesus Christ! All we can do is laugh. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. But you got to try and make the best out of a bad situation, right? So. Oh, Jesus Christ. Honestly, there's not much more to say. I mean, this was to be expected. We got 8 fucking active players. I just hoped that we were going to see a bit of a showing today. We've won 5 of our last 7, so, there's a bit to play for. In the last 6 minutes of that first half, we scored 4 points. Crazy. Given we started the second quarter pretty decent, we got it down to like 7 or 8 points, but the Kings have fucking ballooned that lead. So we're going to need to see something absolutely special in the second half. I don't know where it's going to surface from. It would start by attacking Sabonis at every available opportunity because the man's got 3 personals. So try foul him out, and then potentially you may be able to cook because Alex Len cannot space. Then again, they may just run Trey Lyles at the 5, and that'll probably do him a major service. Okay. So rebounds, they are rebounding us by 10. The assist number, understandably, they have 9 more. Offensive rebounds, 6-4, pretty even there. Points off turnovers, 10-4, even though the turnovers have been pretty even. Points in the paint's pretty even, which I found to be very surprising because the Kings, they got Sabonis, and we don't really have a good center in today. So for them to only be outdoing us by 4 points on the inside is pretty crazy. Fast break points 13-3. They're absolutely cooking in that respect. Every time we get a steal, we don't have any willingness in going quick. And then second chance points. There's only been 3 of those for the Kings and 2 to the Nets. So that really has been a non-factor. Around the grounds today, the Pacers held on against the Heat by 2. The Pels beat the Suns. The Mavericks beat the Rockets. Surely that rules them out of playoff contention now. The Clippers, the Clippers won by 2 against the Cavs. That's why they're the 5 seed. The Magic are up to the 3 seed, beating the Bulls. The Thunder beat the Hornets. The Celtics won again. And then the Spurs are beating the Sixers right now, which I did not expect. The Knicks are beating the Bucks. So there's a lot of playoff implications with all these games going on today. The Spurs did a 40-point second quarter. Maxi's got 28. And then for the Spurs, Wembanyama's got 20 and 11 in the third quarter. Surely Embiid's playing. No, he's not. Embiid is out with injury management. Load management. More fun getting CPR. Oh my god. I would watch 1910 basketball games. I don't know what basketball looked like in 1910, the state of basketball. The game was probably played within 15 feet of the basket. There wouldn't have been a 3-point line. I'm glad we're eliminated so I can just not enjoy the game. Well, I mean, even if we weren't eliminated, we wouldn't be enjoying the games. Let's be real. Somebody needs to do a 2K rebuild about the Nets and send it to them. Honestly, you know what? In the off-season, I don't even have 2K24. Surely, you know what I think could be a bit of fun? I don't know if any of you would watch this, but how about doing a Nets rebuild from, I don't know if I have the 2017 or 2018 version of the game, just to rebuild the squad from back then and see how far we can go. That'd be fun. So third quarter's about to get underway pretty soon. Regrettably. The Nets have, scored 40. If you are enjoying the stream, by the way, if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe if you are new. You are enjoying these. We'll be back next season doing it all over again, but we've got a bit of off-season content on the way. So make sure to tune in for that. And like the stream if you are enjoying as well. So yeah. Show some love. All right. Seriously, I'd be happy to see Clowney, Wilson, and Watford get 30 minutes a game for the last few. Give them a head start for next year. Well, I'm pretty sure Watford's on a 1-year deal. Not 100% sure. Walker's going to be gone, and it's a shame because he had a cracking start to the year, and I thought he was going to be like in 6 man of the year conversations, but then he got injured and everything fell flat. I actually think Lonnie Walker's injury was nearly the biggest one that derailed the whole season. Because we really haven't seen any bench production since, except for when Cam Thomas was... Hold on. Except for when Cam Thomas was coming off the bench at stages. I'm just watching the shoot around and seeing how many of these shots are going in. Mikal made a 3. Cam Thomas made a top of the key 3. Made another top of the key 3. Dayron hit a 3. Bridges hit a corner 3. Watford's shooting free throws. Walker hit a 3. And that's probably going to do it for shoot around, I'd imagine. Walker and Watford hit shots. Walker's just shooting a bunch of 3s. Dayron, another 3. Dayron's hitting 3s. I want to see him try them. I wouldn't go to a Nets game even if Trump handed me $1 million. You would. You would. Don't lie to yourself. You would. Maybe for $999,000 and wait, maybe for 999,000. Wait, 999. Yeah, $1,999. I probably wouldn't go, but for $1 million, that extra dollar is everything. So, you know, let's be real. We need the GOAT to save us. Sign Alex Caruso. Don't let Alex Caruso join this hellhole. Although he would be a cracking player to have on the team. He would be like a fan favorite if Caruso rocked up to the Nets. But he's just not going anywhere. Unless he's a part of a big deal. So second half about to commence, regrettably. It is the Kings who are leading by 25, and they're going to start with the ball in the second half just to, you know, rub salt into the wounds a little bit. Here's Sabonis up top. They're going to look for Barnes. The pass was a little bit wayward, and Bridges knocks it out of bounds. So in order for the Nets to get back into this game, they're going to have to do something that they've only done a few times in their history. I mean, they barely, if ever, come back from this deficit. And with good reason, you know, 25 points is a big lead to, you know, come back from. Barnes, the 3's off. But it's going to start with stops, and then you've got to convert them to offense. We've got to break the comeback down into a couple of runs. You've got to go on a couple of runs. Good pass there to Clowney, but it's knocked away. It's going the other way, and Clowney wanted a foul, but he's not going to get it. That was a great pocket pass there by Bridges, but it's not going to be a call, and I thought it was, but there's nothing really you can do about that. That was a good bounce pass by Mikal to Clowney, just couldn't complete the job. Sabonis is looking for the handoff. Here's Murray, step back 3 over Wilson. It misses, and let's see if we can get a few buckets going here. Mikal has not scored the ball today. He's taken 2 shots. Off the window, there we go. There's the points on the board for Mikal. It's going to start with him. He's just got to have an incredible all-round second half in order for us to win this one. Fox is going to back down Schroeder, doubled by Clowney. Sabonis is left alone, and that rims out the rebound by Wilson. So Nets can cut it down here to about 20 if they want the 3. Here's Schroeder on the outside. It's Fox guarding the screen and switch. Schroeder walking a tightrope, and he stood on the sideline. This idiot. Schroeder has been hot garbage in this game. 1 of 10, bro. He has not existed on the offensive end. Yesterday, he shot the ball superbly. He was 80% from the field, and he scored 24 points. Fox misses another shot from the outside. So the Kings have missed their first few. We just need a few points to go on the board. You got to turn these into points. Schroeder. Clowney. Closed out by Fox. Bridges to Thomas. Gets through, and there's a foul on the floor with 5 to shoot. And it's Barnes who commits the foul on the floor. So 65-42. Early going in the second half. The Kings are yet to score. And we've had a couple minutes elapse already. And the Nets will have it on the side, inbounding, presumably, to, well, Clowney. He's getting bloody harassed on the inbounds, bro. Schroeder. Good cut by Wilson. Open things up for Thomas. The 3 is good. And we've got 5 points to start the second half. And the Kings are yet to score, so it gets it down to 20. Break it down into intervals. Now we get the next 5 points. Murray. Sabonis is going to drive on Clowney. Back him down. Kick out to Barnes. The 3 is open. And he misses. Come on. Okay, we get the next bucket. Let's go. Schroeder. Switch. He's got Barnes guarding. Clowney came for the screen, but it wasn't used. And now Schroeder has to roll it back out because Barnes stayed with him. Clowney. Going to hand it off to Thomas with 6 to shoot. He drives on Sabonis. Good kick out to Bridges. It's an open look. And he hits the 3. They're going to call a timeout. And 3 minutes in, the Nets have scored the first 8 points of the quarter. You break it down into little segments. It was 25 points at the half. It's now down to 17. So you've trimmed what? You've trimmed a quarter of that off, basically. And now you need to go again. Score the next 6 points. And then score the next 6 points. Even if it doesn't have to be the next 6 points, score 10 of the next 14. Go on a 10-4 run. Then go on a 12-6 run, you know? Just break it down. You can get back in the game purely off just breaking it down into segments, taking it one possession at a time. The only way we could possibly get back into this game would be if someone caught a bomb threat. Jesus Christ. So much unhinged shit from you has been said today. And it's and this is what a Nets game has brought you to. Breaking point. The Kings are sweating now. I mean, they're not sweating. They're up 17. But enough to call a timeout. Nets G League team got eliminated from the playoffs. Did they? I'm pretty sure they didn't. Pretty sure they're in the Eastern Conference Finals, but I could be wrong. Pretty sure they did, because they beat the Magic G League affiliate. Have a look. G League playoffs. Here we go. Yeah, so the Long Island Nets are playing, oh my god, the Maine Celtics. So the 1 seed got knocked out. I don't know who that was. Who was the 1 seed? The Kings. So it looks like only 4 teams make it to the knockouts. Oh, sorry, 4 teams per conference if they have a conference. So yeah, Long Island play Maine, which is Boston's, and then OKC's affiliate plays the Kings affiliate. So, I mean, if you want to watch Nets basketball beyond this year, maybe the G League affiliate have made the finals. Who knows? If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new. We'll be back for Nets Knicks on the weekend, and that'll be the final watch party of the year. So if you want to tune in for one last time to these watch-alongs, it's been one heck of a ride. I mean, I think we've done 55 or 60 games this year, so it's been a pretty incredible effort by me, if I do say so myself. But It's been awesome to see a lot of you, well, be newcomers, to the channel, and be regular engagers in the chat, which is good to see. So appreciate you all being here. Even in a game where we're 17 games under 500, with what, 4 minutes left? Or 4 games left. Why am I saying 4 minutes left? 4 games left in the season. And we're out of playoff contention. Thomas again for 3. That's not the shot, my friend. If it goes down, it looks good. But I tell you what, we got to stop on one end. You got to just take it to the cup, man. Sabonis on 3 personals. Attack that man. Sabonis the handoff to Ellis. Could have been an illegal screen. Ellis is short on the push shot. They still have not scored in the quarter. They're leaving the door slightly ajar. Schroeder on the wing is going to try drive on Barnes, but he's played some good defense early here in the third quarter on Schroeder. He drives it in. Schroeder the scoop. Just hasn't happened for him today. You need to pass it to CT or Bridges. Get Mikal into the game, bro. Sabonis needs help. The kick out. Murray, 3 is off again. We got another board. Go, 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 go. The Kings are back, though. Bridges, bounce pass to Clowney. The push shot. Oh, my God, bro. Jump shots, please. They've given us a good crack at it. Alice is an open look. That misses as well. They still have missed every single shot here in the third quarter. They're 0 of 9. Wilson gets inside. And the foul, +1. Mate, all of a sudden, we're back in the game. Good run here to start the second half. The Kings cannot make their shots. Wilson gets the 2 to go with the runner. Fox commits the foul. +1 for Wilson. And yep, Fox reached in. That's always going to be called. So that's 3 on Fox and 3 on Sabonis. So the Kings have been stranded on 65 for the longest time. That's a miss, though, by Wilson on the free throw. It's down to 15, and they've made an early sub. The Nets have scored 10 points consecutively. Fox drives, gets inside, had it knocked away. That should have been net ball. Knocked away by Wilson. It's going to be the Kings on the baseline. But it's been a pretty shaky start here. Murray off the inbounds. That rims out. Another rebound for the Nets. The Kings, no buckets in 5 minutes. Clowney, good take, and he just lost the ball. So another turnover. Bro, we are shooting ourselves in the foot at the moment because the Kings have gone 5 minutes without a field goal, and we've only tacked on 10 points in that time. So if we were just a little bit more, well, cohesive offensively, players like Bridges and Cam Thomas getting the ball a little bit more, I think we may well have been in a better position. Could have gotten it down to about, I don't know, 2 extra makes, gets it down to about 11, 10 points, and that looks a hell of a lot better than where we were sitting at the halftime break. So 15-point deficit here. Fox finds Murray up top. Mitchell is in the game with Lyles. So this is where the game's going to turn to shit. Sabonis, 3 to shoot. The kick out to Lyles. He drives it in. Oh, fuck off, bro. First points of the second half of the Kings. Happens 5.5 minutes in. And it happens at the end of the shot clock. What a pain in the ass. Bridges. Pass out to Schroeder. It's an open 3. He's got to hit that. Oh my God. He has been absolutely horrifying. Get Watford in the game, bro. Fox to the corner for Murray. Shoots a 3 over the top. That's off. Good box out by Clowney. Sabonis didn't have a sniff. Great rebounding effort there by Clowney, even though it actually ends up with Bridges getting credited for it. Mikal to Clowney. Wilson on the outside. Back to Mikal. Takes a dribble. Wilson has an open look. He drives it in. And misses off the window. Rebound Lyles. They're playing that zone crap, which is just making a shoot really difficult twos. I think Sabonis flopped. At least Kevin Ollie's saying that. And he's like, well, where's the whistle for that? Because you were happy to call it on Schroeder before. That's fucking bullshit, man. So, Bridges on the outside. It's back up to 20. Mikal, the response? Yes. So at least Mikal's decided to rock up here in the second half, but we haven't fed him nearly enough. Murray scores another 2, and yeah, they've started to score the ball a little bit better here in this third quarter. After not scoring for 5.5 minutes, they've scored a few quick buckets here. Thomas, you fucking dumbass, bro. Does my head in these travel decisions, bro. Even for all, the lack of scoring the Kings have had, we've made absolutely no inroads on them. How have we only scored 13 points in the third quarter? In theory, we really have left probably 7 or 8 points off the table here. Mitchell to the corner for Lyles. Back to Mitchell. We're giving him a lot of space here. He's going to shoot a mid-range instead of a 3. It's off. That's a percentage look. Wilson, corner 3 for Walker. Nope. It's closed out well. Schroeder. Mikal's open, top of the key again. That would have been a big 3 to make. So the 3 rattles out. And now Sabonis. Did he not travel? Colby Jones on the perimeter. We went under the screen. It's off. The rebound by Sabonis. There's just no big bodies under the basket. Here's Murray. Easy 2. Rims in. So, look, we couldn't really do much about those second chance points because, quite frankly, we're playing incredibly small at the moment. Wilson and Watford are our 2 bigs. Too many in the front court. Walker, pull up 2. That's good. Nice looking J. 3:48 to play here in the third quarter. It's a 19-point deficit. The Kings have only scored the 9 points here in the third after they scored 65 in the first half. Murray drives it in on Wilson. Surely that's a lockup. Bro, you kidding me? What is that? Where was the lockup there, bro? He went up and there was a tie-up. Wilson takes it in. Where's the foul? Thank you. Wilson makes the bucket. Just the tax Sabonis, man. Try shuffle him. Force him to be a bit of an idiot on the foul calls. Colby Jones is open. Gets by the closeout. The layup is off. They're going to get free throws. 3:03 to play here in this third quarter. So 76 to 57 free throws here for Colby Jones. His first 2 of the match. The first one rims out. Second free throw is off as well. So 3:03 to play in the third. 19-point game. Just got on a nice little 7-0 run here at the back end of the quarter. What the fuck are you doing? Oh my god. Watford just piffed the ball to Schroeder. Nearly took out his bloody head. Mate, where is Schroeder? Mate, this guy's living in dreamland today. The guy has absolutely thrown the match. Let's have a look at the what the box score is saying. Mate, Watford's just piffed it out of bounds. What a stupid fucking decision. That crap does my head in, fam. Clowney may get another double-double here. He's got 7 points, 9 rebounds. He's got an assist. Well, he doesn't have an apostrophe for assists. I can say that much. An assist, a steal, not quite the block numbers that he had yesterday. Schroeder, bro, is absolutely throwing, man. 1 of 12. And Cam Thomas is 1 of 5 from deep. At least Mikal's decided to show up in the third quarter and he's got 8 of our 17 points. But there's just not enough scoring there. When you look and compare that to the Kings, who have got 5 plays in double figures, it's not going to go too well for you. Sabonis is going to have a triple-double here. He's already got 15 rebounds, but the Kings' field goal percentage, at halftime it was 50-40. It's now 40-30. They've barely scored the ball in the third, but like, you just look at the box scores, like, you compare that to ours, and it just looks so much more barren on our side. And our field goal percentages haven't gotten too much better, even though we've gotten the stops. The turnovers have been pretty high here in this third quarter. We looked after it in the first half, but in the third quarter, been a bit careless, thrown it away time and time again. So yeah, we've probably left, I don't know, 5 or 6 points on the table purely because we just haven't looked after the ball well enough. So amazingly enough, Mikal and Jalen Wilson in a game where we're down 19 are a 0 in the plus minus. So whenever they've been in the game, we've actually gone toe to toe with them. I'll have a look at the chat. How's the NBA scene in Australia? Is it popular? The NBA or the NBL finals just happened. And that was a crazy series, actually. I think it was they do best of 5, and Tasmania beat Melbourne 3-2. And I think 3 games were decided by a possession. There was a game 3 game winner from the half court line, which was a bit fucked. So, you know, I didn't watch that one live, but I saw the replay and I was absolutely gobsmacked. Davion Mitchell, good nifty move, but he got, well, I think it's an out of bounds. Mitchell had his shot blocked, I think. Walker was holding his hand. I don't really know why. I'm just here to listen to your accent. Well, yeah, I guess if you're not exposed to it in the US, you're never going to hear it anywhere else. So fair enough. Schroeder on the outside. Dayron's into the game. I want to see him try a 3 because some of those 3s were going down in shoot around. Watford. Thomas is open and has been open for ages. He knocks it down. It's down to 16. Just make a couple of, like, 2s, get the lead down, and then we can work with that. We can work with that going into the fourth. Sabonis to Mitchell on the outside. The pass to Ellis. Pass to Lyles on the baseline. He's going to back down Walker. We're playing really small. Knocked away by Walker. Get the steal. Watford, push it. Schroeder. Final 2 minutes here of the third quarter. It is Walker on the outside to Watford. Now to CT. He's guarded by Colby Jones. The screen set by Sharp. Thomas forced into a pass here. Walker, 6 to shoot. Kick out. Watford's open. Oh, it's off. Dayron on the boards. Oh, he had it blocked. Watford gets one up. Why is he just piffing it up in one motion? You didn't have a sniff. Important stop there. How did the Kings end up with it here? Sabonis is an open 2, and he hits. That's just fucking stupid. That whole sequence. We should have gotten a steal. We should have just rolled it back out when we got the offensive rebound. Instead, we just try to rush things and do what's not there. Schroeder on the perimeter. Goes baseline. Kick out to Walker. It's an open 3. You're an NBA player. You got to bloody hit those. And instead of being, down maybe 12, 13 points, we may be down by 20 here. Sabonis takes a dribble. Gets one up. It's off. That's great defense by Dayron. We need to push the pace here. Walker goes inside. Gets one up and scores for 2. I don't know how he hasn't been fouled there. Where was the whistle? 30 seconds left. The 3 taken early by Ellis. It's off. We get the board, and it's Walker who secures, and a 4-second difference between shot and game. So we can get it down to 13 or 14 points. And, you know, we give ourselves a sniff. If we can make a bucket here. Walker. Screen and switch. He's got Sabonis picking him up. He takes it inside, gets one up, and was fouled. I thought that was a jump ball. Well, they didn't call that before if they're going to deem it a jump ball. So, I'm not 100% sure what this is going to be called as. Even RJ, who's doing the Nets broadcast tonight on Yes, even he was like a little bit skeptical about the decision because that probably was not a foul. That probably should have been a jump ball, but... Okay. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new as well. We'll be back for Nets Knicks on the weekend, the crosstown rivalry, and then we'll be done for the season. This is the second last stream today. And then beyond that, it'll just be off-season content, and then the new season will roll around before you know it. So, yeah, that's basically the situation. We've got 8 seconds left in the third, and there's been a timeout called. I don't know who called it, who was possessed enough to call a timeout at this stage of the quarter, but, you know, we're about to have like a 5-minute break. And all of a sudden, yeah, let's call a timeout. So the Kings obviously want something nicely drawn up in the final 8 seconds. It'll be 2 free throws here for the Nets. I mean, they've scored 1. So just try get a stop at the end of the quarter and then give yourself a sniff going into the fourth. We've done pretty well to get back into the contest. It's just a shame that for, you know, having held the Kings to 13 points here in the third quarter, we don't have more to show for it. Because I'll tell you what, if you had a good 30, 35 point quarter, the lead's basically disintegrated. Instead, we've got, what, 25 points? 23 points in this third quarter. There's been a lot of opportunities to get that deficit down, and we've turned the ball over at some really costly stages of the third where we've gone on runs and had that momentum. So, you know, 8 seconds left. Second free throw for Walker goes down, and we're going to have to get this stop because it'll be absolutely killer. You know? Oh no, don't give a 3 away. Lyles for 3. Oh my God. They're so fucking lucky. They are so lucky. Watford fucking fouled him. Oh my God. Watford fouled him as he was going up on the 3. They are so lucky. They had a foul to give. Watford should have given it way earlier than that. So, we're going to get the benefit of the doubt here. They're going to look for Fox off the inbounds, and they'll give it to him. He's got 2 to shoot. He shoots it, and he misses badly. That's a good quarter to end, or good possession to end the third quarter. The Kings were held after they had a 36-point third quarter. They scored 13 points, after they had 36 in the second quarter, they had 13 in the third quarter. And even though the Nets, well, only scored 24, they were able to outscore the Kings by 11. So, I tell you what, even though we are down 14, I have a little bit of confidence that we can get back in the game. And the same thing was said yesterday. We were down 8 in that match, and it was against the Pistons. But the Kings have really struggled to make their shots here in this second half. So I'm just hoping it carries over into the fourth. That is the prayer that I make. So 1 quarter to play. We've got 5 quarters of watch-along basketball left this season. So make sure to make it count here. Alrighty. let's just have a look at the box score. Who's going to lift for the Nets? Well, it's going to start with Cam Thomas, but Mikal Bridges scored 8 in the quarter. He needs to score, I don't know, he needs to hit about 16 in order for us to win. Watford off the bench. He started the game well from the field, but he's missed quite a few recently. Schroeder just needs to not shoot the ball. He's got 4 points, and he's made 1 field goal in the game. Crazy how he's got more rebounds and assists than points today. Clowney's got 7. Wilson's got 10 on decent efficiency, but we need Bridges and Thomas to just spearhead this run in the last quarter. For the Kings, I'd imagine that Sabonis has his triple-double nearly sewn up. He's got 14 points, 16 rebounds, 8 dimes in the game. The foul trouble he was in the first half, well, that's gone away in the second half. De'Aaron Fox has not been efficient. Neither has Keegan Murray, but it was their bench in the first half which really helped them out in getting this lead. That being said, in the first half, they were at 50-40-90 splits at the half. They are now at 40, 30, and 77. You know, like that is a crazy fall off in the third quarter for an offense that was really cooking in the first half. So, big test for sure. For the Nets here in this last quarter. They've still got a 14-point deficit to overcome, and they only made it up by 11, but they do start with the ball in the last. So here's Watford surveying the floor. Walker thought he was getting tugged on the jumper there. He's going to back down Colby Jones. There's a foul on the floor, and it is on Jones. And I think they did see that tug of the jumper. So that 13 points allowed was the fewest the Nets have allowed in any quarter this year. So even for the lack of offense, it's given them a fighting chance. They need to crack, I reckon, 100 points in order to win this game. Here's Schroeder on the outside. Screen set by Sharp. Open 3 for Watford. It's off. And it's going to be Nets ball. So they reload here with 14 on the clock. That was a decent look, and it would have made it, well, made the scoreline look a little bit more interesting. We've got to inbound the ball, and we get it to Day'Ron Sharp here. He's picked up at the 3-point line. Here's Walker. Step back 3. Oh, it's so wide open, bro. Lonnie has fallen off. Crazy. Murray, the kick out to Fox. He's going to try drive it in. Shoots over Walker. It's short. It's sat on the rim and then went out of bounds as Colby Jones slapped it toward the net bench. So the Kings yet to score. Thomas is back in the game, and Schroeder will be sent to the bench in place of him. So 78-64. 1 minute elapsed in the fourth. Here's Watford. Picked up closely. Screen by Day'Ron. Watford gets inside and misses off the glass. And bro, seriously, Alex Len is not it. You should be attacking him, trying to get him in a switch, roll him out to the perimeter. Fox just lost it out of bounds. It's going to be net ball. That is another turnover. They've had a couple major shortcomings here at the start of the fourth, but tell you what, the Nets, they're giving themselves a fighting chance, but oh, you're fucking joking, Lonnie. Dumb cunt. And then he doesn't box out. I never say that word. That pisses me off. Clowney got completely decked. Murray scores an easy 2. That, I apologize for saying that word, but I tell you what, that absolutely no excuses. Thomas does well to hang and score for 2. That does my head in. You have the chance to cut it down to 11 or 12, and you just pass it to the opposition and then box out or don't box out after the miss. You're just half asleep. Lonnie has just, like, he looks like a shadow of his former self. Colby Jones is open on the weak side. He misses a 3. Get the rebound. We do. Come on. Come on. Thomas, the drive in, stops, kick out, Sharp's open for three. We have had so many chances here to cut the deficit down, man. Easy runner for Fox. It sits on the rim and misses. Bro, get it to CT and make him cook. He pulls up for three. Oh my God. He just... Why are you shooting threes, bro? In transition, attack it. Attack the basket, man. Oh my God. They've scored 15 points the entire second half. Oh, it's just inadequacy, man. Honestly, I usually, like in the back end of the season, it's not common for me to say that Mikal Bridges needs to get back in the game, but he needs to get back in the game. Fox cannot make the free throw, so there is a lid on that rim. In the first half, we were victims of it. And in the second half, well, in the second half, it's now been the Kings who have been the party who has struggled. Fox makes the second. So 81-66. 15-point game. The Nets have just got to go on 2 7-0 bursts. That's all it takes. Watford on the outside. Oh my God. He's just passing. He's just passing to the opposition. He can see the man's right there. Watford is actively throwing. Murray, pass to Sabonis. He'll get it back, and the three by Murray is good. What an absolute joke. What a joke. Walker takes it to Sabonis, the kick out, another turnover. Mate, 4-on-1 fast break, and an easy dunk for Fox. It's absolutely criminal that they are up 20. Absolutely criminal. And it all stems from that bullshit inbounds play where Lonnie Walker decides to just fucking pass it to the opposition off an inbounds where there's just 2 players in the backcourt. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is like... It's when you watch moments like that which make you want to forfeit the season. That basically is what it comes down to. Oh my God. I don't really have words. Oh, goodness me. We have not scored in the quarter, I think. Have we scored in the quarter? We've scored 2 points in the quarter, I think. They've scored 8. You just do it to yourselves. You do it to yourselves. What's your worst starting 5 from past or present players? Here we go. Worst starting 5. TLC at the 2. Granted, this is only from my knowledge of the 2017 season onwards. 2017-18 season. So I wasn't there for the I didn't really watch the 20-win season. So I watched it from the 28-win season in the 2017 year. So it's TLC, James Johnson. Who's a shit center that we've had? There's a few options. Generally, centers, we've been pretty good. And I'm not trying to count players that didn't play. I'm trying to count players that did play. Johnson played a fair bit in the 2020-21 season. TLC, the same. He played in the bubble year. Who else? I don't know where Mikal is, by the way. Man should have started the fourth quarter like he did yesterday. Not really sure. You know it's bad when I can only name TLC and what's his name? All right, 2023-24 Spencer Dinwiddie. There's another name. Because he was God. He was trash. 2023-2024 Cam Johnson. but clutch time Cam Johnson, because that's when he sucks. So it's up to 20. I would assume the game's probably done. I'd say the game's probably done now. Like, you had the opportunity to cut the deficit down. Instead, it's just gone right back up to where it was at halftime. So Watford going to back down. Murray shoots with the right hand and misses, but the tip-in is there, and Sharp capitalizes on the opportunity. It is an 18-point game. Let's break it down into 2 9-0 runs. 2 9-0 runs will get you tied up in this game. Here's Murray. Sabonis takes it in, but you're not going to go on a 9-0 run if you're fucking conceding points. And we just did so there. Here's Thomas on the outside. Runner with the right hand. Gets it to go. That's a tough make by CT. Fox, early offense. I don't know why Dayron's matched up onto him. Lyles is an open 3. It's off. Oh my god, and Dayron's very lucky. That's definitely gone off his hands, but like the Kings would win a challenge if they challenge that call. So 7:25 to play, and CT's gone to the bench. So who are we playing? Clowney's back in. Where is the offense with this lineup? I don't really see it at all. Walker to Watford, back to Walker. He takes it in. What? What the fuck, man? That clearly was a foul on whoever the Kings player was there. He's hit him on the head. Bro, are you fucking blind? That's clearly knocked Walker on the head. That is a joke. Murray, pump fake. It's an open look, and it is off. Rebound. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Three players under the rim for the Nets, getting a rebound. They knock it out of each other's hand. Sabonis misses it, as if to say, I'll let you off for that. But they still don't get the rebound and just give away another easy 2. Clowney gets inside. Extra feed to Watford. How was he not being fouled on the arm? Oh, my God. Fox transition 3 is good. Bro, they're taking the piss, bro. And we're doing it to ourselves, man. Like, 4 points in 6 minutes of the last quarter. This last quarter could have gone one of 2 ways. It has just been a shocker of a fourth quarter. And the Kings have been crap in this second half. Let's keep it real, but oh, there were like 2 fouls on that Walker drive. These blind referees, bro. Go to the optometrist and get your eyes checked. Yes, the American health system probably doesn't help your cause. Fox is just taking the piss. He's pulling up in transition. We're not defending him, and it's just open 3s. I'm pretty sure Kevin Ollie, given he's not calling timeouts, is just happy to let this game run down, really. And we're probably on track to score the least points of any team this season in a game at this rate, because we just cannot score the ball here in the fourth. Watford, an easy 2. And there's a timeout there by Mike Brown. So, I mean, ultimately, it doesn't really matter, the game. It's just annoying because you want to watch a team like play well, and if they're scoring 6 points in 6.5 minutes, it doesn't make it enjoyable one bit whatsoever. So, excuse me for the language that I've displayed today, but this is what Nets basketball does to you. DeAndre Jordan, oh my God, that is a great shout. DeAndre Jordan was woeful. Quincy Acey wasn't bad. Quincy Acey would have like a random game every so often where he would just go off. But most of the time he was known for shooting like 2 of 7 or 2 of 8 or 2 of 9 from 3. Like, you know what? I've reached that point where I'm now searching up Quincy Acey's basketball reference stats. Because I just want to see how badly he shot the ball when he was in the league. Let's have a look. They played 70 games for the Nets in the 2017-18 year. And averaged 19 minutes. 6 points a game. How well did he shoot it? He shot 35% from three. He would take 4 threes a game, and he would take 5 field goal attempts a game. So he was a wing, but he was actually playing small ball 5. I just want to go back to his game logs. This will be a blast from the past. There would always be some random game where he'd decide that he was going to play well. Let's have a look. I remember there was one game he played against the Wizards where he hit some big shots and we lost in overtime. He played one game where he hit 6 threes against Chicago and scored 21. Not bad. How am I looking at Quincy Acey stats in 2024? You know we've reached dire straits. God, thank goodness, though, it is the second last game that I'll be doing this season, man. Because, man, I don't think I could take another 70-point game. Like, Sacramento have been crap in this second half, and a good team, naturally, would be able to, like, claw themselves back into the game. But the minute we didn't score 30 points in the third quarter, we sort of did us in, like, we sort of threw, basically. So 5:14 to play, the 24-point lead to Sacramento. Here's Walker in the corner, who's had a shocking game. And his 3 is off, just to add a bit more insult to injury. At least I know the game's done now and I can just relax a little bit. Even though Lonnie Walker sent me over the edge. Fox, the kick out to Mitchell. The 3 is too open, but it is short. And it's going to be Nets ball. So 4:45 to play in this one. It doesn't even look like we're going to hit the 80-point mark, if I'm going to be completely honest. We've scored 6 points in the whole fucking quarter. And look, I thought we were going to improve exponentially as the game wore on, but it's not linear. You know, just because you increase in scoring in the first 3 quarters doesn't mean you're going to result in, you know, doesn't mean you're going to result. Oh, wow. It doesn't mean you're going to result in scoring 35 points in the last quarter. So 4:23 to play in the fourth. And this one's just winding down now. So 96-72 the scoreline. Now Sabonis. I don't know why they still have their good players in the game. Fox misses another 3. Like, they've scored 31 points in the second half, bro. It has been a shocking watch of offense. Watford had it knocked away. Shoots the 2 and scores for 2. So we're at a 22-point deficit. The Nets have actually outscored the Kings in this second half, and to no one's surprise because we've held the Kings to 31 points. But that being said, brother, we've scored 34 points in the second half. We've somehow nearly done worse than what we're... Well, at this rate, we're doing worse. Sabonis is going to go to the bench with Fox, and that will be all for them. Sabonis ends with 18 points, 20 rebounds, and 9 assists. So he's 1 shy of that triple-double, and 2 points shy of getting a 2020 game. JaVale McGee's in. And Nets legend Kessler Edwards is also in. So 3:34 to play in this game and end my suffering, please. Mitchell to Duarte to the corner for Edwards, and now Duarte. 3 is good. Bro, he's actually fallen off. Bro, he was a gun for Indiana, and then he just went off the face of the earth. Had a really good start to his rookie season as a mature ager. Dayron's push shot is no good. Rebound for the Kings. 3 minutes to play here in this game. If you have enjoyed the stream today, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new as well. We'll be back for one more match this season. There's going to be a sub made here by the Kings. They'll commit the foul intentionally with 2:40 to play. The Nets down 28 points. And they had a crack to get the deficit down at the end of the start of the fourth, and they've just completely capitulated here offensively in the second portion of this half, really. Walker misses another push shot. We have scored 8 points in the fourth quarter. 8. Runner by Jones is good. It's up to 30. 8 bloody points in the fourth quarter, man. Wilson, it has been knocked away again. A 3-on-2 fast break. Edwards fouled, and he scores it +1. And the former net is just adding a little bit of insult to injury here with a couple more points on the board and a free throw yet to be tacked on as well. That's a great make there by Edwards. So 2 minutes to play. And that's going to do it. I mean, granted, it was already done with long ago, but Walker the kick out to Wilson. Good take by Dayron, easy dunk. Are we going to even crack 80 points? I don't think so, but we've got 150 to play in the game. Knocked away by Sharp. He's going to get the steal. Walker. Pass across court to Wilson. The pull-up 3 is off. And the rebound by the Kings. So this has ended up looking a lot worse than what it actually is. But there's a pass knocked away by Wilson. 107-76. 1:30 to play here in the fourth. The Nets get it stolen after they got the steal initially. Duarte's off on the 3. We're in the final 90. And, well, that is the last home game we're going to be covering. Got one game left, and it's across the city against the Knicks. 1 minute to play, so... Well, there's another open 3. That's practice shots right there, and he's missed it. That really sums it up. The Kings have scored 42 points in the second half. Why are they just fouling for no fucking reason? There's just no point of that. So 39 seconds left. Wilson on the outside. 3 is off. Rebound by no one. It stays here. Sharp doesn't fit in on this team. I mean, we can see, we can't make that judgment until we see what our roster looks like next season, and if Sharp is there. So I wouldn't jump the gun just yet. This would never have happened if you hadn't driven Royce O'Neal out. Well, unfortunately, Royce O'Neal could not save us. We've missed another bloody free throw. So Jark Fall and Spencer Dinwiddie, Royce O'Neal, and Harry Giles were the problem for the Nets, eh? Well, realistically, we have like half our team out. We played 2 rookies that have had a combined 4 starts between them. So I'm not really that surprised that we lost, but it's just a pain in the ass we lost by this much. We barely played Bridges in the second half. It was a lot of rookie run at the end. So, oh my God, McGee trying 3-pointers. Jesus. That's going to bloody do it. We're going to lose this one by 30, and we've scored 77 points. Goodness gracious. This would be the worst quarter of the season. Yeah, we scored 11 points. So I thought the Kings were bad in their third quarter, but no, we actually did worse. We scored 11 points in the fourth quarter. And, well, the Kings, they scored 29. So they ended the, well, when it's all said and done, they actually outscore us in the second half by 7, which is pretty amazing given they only scored 42 points. But that's loss number 48. We've got 3 games left in the year against the Raptors, the Knicks, and the Sixers. But yeah, that's literally going to do it. I don't really want to look at the box score. I mean, for the Kings, we can. I mean, their shooting wasn't even that great in the second half. It was at 50, 40, 90. You can see it's at 40 and 30 now. They didn't turn the ball over too much. They got a ton of rebounds, 54 of them to be exact, and Sabonis had 20. Lyles and Mitchell did a great job earlier in the game of setting the tone when the Kings went out the gate pretty slow in terms of points. They really struggled, but they end the game plus 37 and plus 36 in the plus minus. So pretty crazy stuff there. Keegan Murray scored 19 and De'Aaron Fox scored 20. So overall, not really anything too eye-catching. Sabonis stuffed the stat sheet like he usually does, but overall, not really that surprising, to be honest. Harrison Barnes was a negative 15 in 11 minutes, and the Kings won by 30. I don't know what that says about Harrison Barnes' minutes. Noah Clowney had 7 points and 10 rebounds. Schroeder had probably the worst game I've ever seen. I don't even think Spencer Dinwiddie was this bad, because at least Dinwiddie wouldn't take 12 shots. But Schroeder had a pretty rough one today. Thomas had 21, but he turned the ball over a fair bit. And Mikal Bridges, he only played the 24 minutes. Barely played in the second half. He had an 8-point third quarter, but outside of that, wasn't really existent. And Watford took 18 shots. I don't think he's ever done that in the NBA. And if he has, well, it's been pretty rare. Lonnie Walker sent me over the edge. He shot 2 for 10, and he turned the ball over in one of the most shocking ways you'll ever see. And overall, the Nets shoot pretty poorly from the field and turned it over 16 times. They turned it over about 10 or 11 times in the second half. So they really let themselves down there, especially when they got themselves back in the game with a good third quarter. They end the game with only 30 made field goals, which demonstrates a rough night from the field. So that'll do it. Who won? I mean, you can see it. It's on the screen. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. So that is going to do it for the second last stream of the year. We've got one left. Hopefully it's a little bit better than this, and hopefully we can, well, gain bragging rights for one game against the Knicks, because they've been schooling us this season. So one game left, and we'll see what that holds. But until then, make sure to stay safe. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, have a good one. We'll see you when we see ya. And yeah, bye for now. Have a good one.